Okay, so today we're gonna look at the Beelink T4. It's a mini computer, TV box style mini computer. As you can see, it's very, very tiny. But, well, what you might see immediately is that there is a, well, let me see if you can see this. There is a fan hole there. Well, apparently there are two models, one with a fan and one without a fan. There's also another model called the BT4. So this is the T4, Beelink T4. Well, this fan is very small. We'll see that in a moment. And we're going to replace it in this video. So we're going to replace it with something beefy. So, well, I was having this thing lying around. It's the AMD Stealth Red 92mm fan. So we're gonna look whether that will fit in here or on here. Right. Okay. So this thing costs about I don't know, 100 euros. So it's maybe it's too expensive to play with, but nevertheless, we're gonna do it. First, we're gonna peel off these feet. They come off quite easy. And then I'm gonna attach them on the other side because we're gonna make the top, the bottom, and the bottom, the top. So we're gonna change that. So I'm sticking that here. The other one also peeling it off. It's kind of easy. We're gonna put that feet over the Intel logo. And we're gonna put an AMD logo on it later. So, okay, so now you see there are 4 screws. You can see them, 4 screws here. I don't know if it's visible. Yeah, I guess like this. 4 screws in the bottom. So we're gonna unscrew these. So this, now the metal back plate comes off. This is a piece of metal. It's actually the only piece of metal because the other box, the rest of the box is made of plastic, hard plastic. And now you can clearly see the small fan inside. It's a very small fan. It's a bit noisy. You don't want that. So also the box becomes very, very hot. You can read that in many reviews. So we're gonna remove the fan. It has 2 small screws, silver colored screws, pretty small. There's a small connector. Has to be. There's a very tiny connector here. A very tiny connector. Point at it. It is there. A very tiny connector that powers the fan. And now you see the cool element, the cool block. The block has 3 screws screwed down here and here. And underneath this battery. So if you want to remove the cool block to put some Arctic silver in it or on the CPU or something, then it's possible. Underneath is a little copper block, so you can do that. Although I didn't find any difference doing so. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make a new backplate that's gonna be a bit of plastic that we're gonna use like this. Take a pencil and then we're going to trace out the size of this for the screw holes. Just like that. Great. And then we cut that out. And then we have this. And well, okay, it's not very pretty. I did it with a standard pair of scissors, but it is sort of the same. I already made a few holes that fit the cooler. So let's let's put this away, the back plate. We don't need that anymore. We now have this piece of plastic, and we're gonna attach the CPU fan. So this is the CPU fan. You'll have to remove the shroud. Comes off quite easily, and then you have to unscrew the screws that put the fan on the block, on the cooling block, on the heatsink. So we unscrew these 4 screws. Should come up easy. We don't need this one. This is the original heatsink from the Stealth Red AMD cooler. It's a cooler that I get with the AMD 2400 and 3400. Build my desk mini computers with. So I'm gonna put this back. We don't need it. So now we're going to screw this this fan on the on our self-made plate. Oh, important is that what I already did, but I have created. So I've cut off this the end of the fan. Here you see the loose end. You probably see it here, right? And then I have soldered on that small connector onto the big AMD fan. You'll wonder why this works. Well, I can show you the exact model. This is the exact model. It's a dash 0925 R2M. It's a 12-volt AMD fan. It's actually, you can buy it for $5. But it operates in a range from 5 volt to 12 volt. And the header is 5 volts, which is very nice because this will make our AMD fan spin not at the 3200 RPM, but at something very low, like, I don't know, 1200 or so. So that'll be nice. Could be another number though. I don't know. I didn't measure it. We don't need the yellow and the blue wire because they're for fan control and feedback and stuff. So we only connect the red and the black. So now we're gonna screw this on the on our new plate. So I did a little bit out of the center so that the AMD logo doesn't overlap. So I didn't put the circle the exact center, and then I use the original screws to screw the fan on the plate. Okay, so this fits nicely. Don't turn it too tight because you don't have much material to screw it into. So you can easily damage your plastic. You can create holes with a with a nail that you put in a flame. So you just heat up the nail and then you pierce through the plastic. Be careful for the fumes, they're very, very toxic. We use a bit of duct tape to ensure that the wires are nicely guided. They must be guided towards the end where there's a hole where the fan used to be, because that's where you can tuck away the solder points. So and then you put this, so you can do it like that. You just show you, so it should be like this. Put those solder joints a bit underneath the heatsink. And you connect the mini power connector. So like that, and then you press it a bit with the screwdriver, tuck away the solder joints in the hole that is there for the fan. Now put the self-made plastic cover there. Take the original screws. The original plate had a sunken screws, so we use the fact that the plastic is flexible, so it will be it will just be bent a bit in the corners, but that's fine. It's not the prettiest, but will do. And this cost nothing, because I used a bit of plastic that was waste material anyway, and the AMD fan, I had that lying around as well, because you prefer to knock to a fan in my desk mini over the Stealth Rat cooler. Knock to a low profiles AM4. So and that's it actually. So what we have left is this original fan. We have the box. Let's put the shroud on. Like that. It's very solid, as you can see. Has nice rubber feet, solid. And yeah, that's about it. That's it. Okay, so the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth. We're gonna attach the power cord. We're gonna put it in the power socket. See if it. Okay, that works fine. Now I'm gonna power it on, and it's running. It's nice. You can hear it a bit, but yeah, it's not completely silent, of course. And well, if you attach the keyboard, put it on the back here next to the power. HDMI. Then we can then you can enter the BIOS by pressing the delete and F7 for the boot menu. I've put Ubuntu on a stick. You can just boot Ubuntu, install it, and it runs about it runs at 60 degrees instead of the 80 that I was running before under full load. So that's it. Well, as you see, even when it's running, you can easily pick it up. Of course, you can stick your finger in here. That's not a good idea because there's no grill on the fan. You could choose a fan with a grill. I don't know. If you don't have pets or kids around, I guess this is okay. Otherwise, you might want to add a grill. So we've replaced this small fan with this large fan. It's a big change. It's a 60 to 80 degree. So it's a difference of 20 degrees. It's a big difference. You can put this under full load. The box used to be very hot. Now it's completely cool. It looks nice. It looks a bit do-it-yourself maybe, but on the other hand, geeky. So I'm very pleased with it. Hope you are too. So this was my first video. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll check back at this channel later. Maybe I'll make another one. I don't know if I can surpass this beauty, but I'll try.